The next guy we're going to look at, also from your top 100, J.J. Wetherholt. That's a shortstop. And the thing you pointed out pretty quickly, he has been injured twice in the last 12 months, and that's got to be a red flag. A guy that is a shortstop from West Virginia. What do you see with his scouting profile?
I will say that's the best swing I saw all year. I mean, it is a beautiful swing. It is really, I saw him take one swing in a game at PNC Park. I saw the whole game. I didn't leave after one swing, but I saw one swing. I was like, oh, that's it. That's what we like, right? And he just keeps doing it. And it's look, I mean, he was playing on one leg at that point because he was just barely back from the hamstring injury. He was standing at shortstop, but not actually playing shortstop. If the ball was hit anywhere more than about 2 feet from him, someone else went for it. But it's a great swing. It's really good contact quality. He's another guy who's hit pretty much everywhere he's ever played. The consensus, even before the hamstring stuff, was he'd probably end up at second base. You send him out as shortstop and you see what happens. But he's probably going to end up in another position. It's just that it's two hamstring injuries and not exactly the same one inside of 12 months. He's had some other minor injury stuff that just starts to add up. And availability is a skill. You got to stay healthy. And if I'm picking fourth, which is Oakland this year, I might say I'll take that risk, right? This guy could have been the first overall pick if he'd been healthy. I will roll the dice and say I might get that huge upside, even understanding there's some risk that this guy is just going to be injured kind of forever. If I'm Cleveland, I don't know if I want to do that. I really don't. And I'm not punting on the question, but to some extent, to a large extent, right? I'm on the outside. I don't see the medicals. I don't have a doctor sitting with me going through the medicals to say I'm worried about this and I'm not worried about that. It's what you do in the draft room. So Cleveland, that's probably going to be one of the hardest, maybe the hardest overall conversation they're going to have in Cleveland's draft room is where do you rate JJ Weatherholt? And what's the price, right? If you could sign JJ Weatherholt and you think that taking him gets you more of a discount so that you can go hog wild with several picks afterwards, maybe you decide that that's worth it. I don't know. I'm usually not that risk averse when it comes to the draft. I mean, it's easy for me to take on a lot of risk, right? I don't have a bonus pool and I don't get any players, but I try to pretend I do. And I think that might be more risk than I would be willing to stomach with the first pick. I might be more willing to consider him with the second pick, but at 1-1, man, you got to get that superstar if you can, and try to minimize the risk when you have better options. And I love JJ Weatherholt as a hitter. I just think there are better options.